Of the Skeptics Guide to Wellness, I'm picking up some good vibrations because I'm unblocking chakras
and totally feel how much you think,
channeling energy, and best of all, playing with pretty rocks. Crystal sex toys. Why? Because this time, it's all about crystals. This is the Skeptics Guide to Wellness. Precious stones have been used in the treatment and healing of various ailments by countless cultures for thousands of years, but crystal healing as we know it really took hold in the 1980s as part of the New Age movement. Today there are thousands of different crystal healers, crystal shops, crystal necklaces, and even crystal Bibles, and they all claim that different rocks have different vibrational and energetic qualities that can be used to treat all kinds of physical and mental issues. However, there have been numerous studies that say that this is just the result of the placebo effect and nothing more. I need to get to the rock bottom of this. I do not think crystals are going to work. I don't think that they exert any kind of vibes, so I have very low expectations going into this. I think it'll be entertaining at best, but I guess I'll just go into it with an open mind and see what happens. Today I'm meeting with someone who practices Reiki and crystal healing. People come here for things like insomnia, depression, and apparently even cancer. I'm really curious to see what she has to say, but I can feel the positive vibes already. Hi, I'm Jaclyn.
I'm Jaclyn.
Nice to meet you.
Come on in.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
So, I have not heard a lot about Reiki or crystal healing. Do you want to tell me a little bit about what it is you do here?
Reiki is a type of energetic healing. We as practitioners are trained to sense out your energetic field.
Okay, can you feel my field?
Yes.
I hope it says good things.
It does,
Okay.
actually. You're very, very pleasant to be around.
Thank you.
I'll probably feel out some more things if we go to the massage bed later for the actual treatment things.
Massages sound great.
Yeah, massages do sound great.
I like the deep tissue.
It's the opposite of that. So
All right.
I'm sure you've done this as a kid too, where you put like your hands over your friend's face and it's like, can you feel me? Can you feel me? It's kind of like that, but for like a whole hour.
Okay.
Different crystals have different vibrational frequencies and they interact with our vibrational frequencies too.
Are those things that we can measure?
Yes, in hertz, actually.
All right.
In
So
hertz.
if you put like a crystal in a laboratory, you can
Yes.
measure the vibes. Crystals themselves do not emit any kind of vibration. Yes, you can pass energy through it. It has been used in science for that purpose, but crystals don't send out vibes. Do you think there's any chance that doing something like carrying around a crystal just reminds them to have positive thoughts?
Yes.
Rather than actually emitting some kind of vibrational frequency?
Sure. So that's falling under the definition of pseudo-healing, right? It's kind of like the placebo effect.
You don't consider this pseudo-healing or pseudoscience?
I don't, but it's still for a positive effect, right?
You know, there is something too, if you focus, for example, on a part of your body, you become hyper-aware of that part of your body. Maybe that is what they're feeling and they're just interpreting it to mean more. So yes, to that end, they can be helpful in the same way that anything that's a placebo can be helpful. It's in your mind. At this point, I wanted to see if I could actually feel something. So she actually walked me back into the room where she does crystal healing.
Right, so this is the healing room.
First thing I see is a massage table, which is pretty sweet. I mean, who doesn't love getting a massage?
I do tend to have selenite crystal underneath the bed so that whatever you're releasing of it goes onto the selenite crystals underneath the bed as well.
Crystal just absorbs all the negative.
Absorbs all the stuff. Less work for me to do at the end of the session.
All right.
There we go. So this is the blue calcite.
She placed some crystals on me, all down my chest and stomach, and I felt kind of silly. I was laying on a table with a bunch of rocks on me. What am I doing here?
I can totally feel how much you think. You think a lot, a lot. What are you feeling?
It's cold on my forehead. That's nice. It was almost like just a giant tease because she didn't put her hands on me at all. She was a foot above me, so no massages were had. The idea of, not even putting your hands on the person to feel where there might be tension. You're like a foot above them and somehow you can feel where the areas of stress are. It just sounds so out there to me. I couldn't really take it seriously.
Yeah. How do you feel?
Definitely relaxed.
Good. Let's get these off you so you can move.
I thought Jaclyn was very nice. Reiki Jaclyn, I'm not just talking about myself in third person, even though I'm awesome. I felt almost guilty for wasting her time because this is something that really needs to be in the mind of the person getting the therapy. I mean, if you think crystal healing works and things like carrying, around a crystal or a stone remind you to have a positive influence on your own life, then great. But please, if there is some kind of problem that you have, don't turn to this as a medical cure. Go to an actual doctor. My session with Jaclyn was very interesting, but I wanted to meet with someone who had a different outlook on how crystals work. Today I'm really excited because I'm meeting with a woman who sells sex toys made from healing crystals. Now, it might be a little hard, but we're going to try to have a deep conversation. Hi!
How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Vanessa.
I'm Jaclyn. Come in. All right. So I hear you have some interesting products to tell me about.
Yes, I am the creator of Shock Rubs, which
Okay.
are crystal sex toys.
I think the name Shock Rubs is pretty cute. I like that. Do they have some positive vibes going on?
They do.
Do you hear that joke a lot?
I do, but I like it still.
So tell me, are these made from like healing crystals?
They're made from crystals.
Okay.
The healing aspect is up to the person that is using it. Every crystal has different metaphysical properties. So, for example, rose quartz is associated with the heart center, so it's good for people that have gone through a breakup or something and they're starting to feel like closed off.
You have a crystal dildo that will help someone who has closed off and needs some love.
Yeah.
So, would you mind showing me some of
Show
the?
you. I brought a bunch.
Yay! Now, can you prescribe one of these to somebody based off of what they're going through at the time?
I like to empower people to use their intuition.
You gotta feel right.
Yeah.
I can get on board with that. They're very pretty.
This is the butt plug.
I don't even know where to begin. So let's say I came to you and I said, I have high anxiety. Which toy is appropriate for that?
Well, first of all, orgasms are great for that.
That's right. So all of them.
So amethyst.
All right.
Yeah, this one is associated with the crown chakra.
Okay.
So the crown chakra is said to be above the head, so it's a part of our energy field.
So this would be the one to go for stress.
Yeah, and these actually all come with a letter of how to use them.
Okay. How do you use that?
You can charge it with intention.
My intention with this?
Yeah. So you would take a few deep breaths. You would think about your intention.
Okay.
And you'll do this obviously when you're
At home.
When you're at home, and it's more
Private.
you have to acknowledge that you're doing something positive for you. So because you are a skeptic, maybe it'll take a few times.
Okay.
Because you have to open yourself up. But I think if you do that, when you're at the height of your climax, you think of that intention. So if you say your intention at that very intimate moment, you're reaching a deeper level
Okay.
of yourself. Without
Literally?
Yeah, literally.
All right.
Physically, emotionally. Even if you don't believe necessarily in crystals, that's okay. It doesn't mean that you have to enjoy something like that, because it means so much
Right.
more.
How much do you sell them for?
It ranges.
Okay.
Like amethyst is more expensive. It's $230.
Oh wow, so I picked the most expensive
You
one.
did.
Of course, I somehow end up picking the most expensive one. But hey, it picked me. I didn't pick it, so it's not my fault. I've never had this kind of a connection with a sex toy before.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm really getting somewhere.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yay.
I'm going to feel the vibes.
You are going to feel
Awesome. Vanessa didn't insist that I believed that the Shock Rubs had some kind of additional quality beyond a sex toy. They're going to relieve stress, whether or not I believe it has some kind of magical property to it. So I thought that was really an interesting difference. After my 2 crystal experiences, I still remain skeptical of whether or not they work. I don't think they work. They're not the source of magical power or magical energy, but they can serve as a reminder to do good things and bring about good change in your life. So I think crystals can be pretty cool. Obviously, I liked one more than the other because reasons. I think, crystals can be very helpful to people as long as you use them in the right way and you understand what they can do, and as long as you really understand what they can't do. Next time on The Skeptic's Guide to Wellness. If you think I'm a good candidate, I'd like to be hypnotized.
Down. Deep.
You just smacked me in the forehead. What the hell?
Weird, right?
Yeah.
You're definitely resisting, and that's okay. You need to cut.
So this is charcoal ice cream. Apparently it removes toxins because people don't have livers. It whitens your teeth and melts very quickly, and I don't know how it's going to taste. So just eat this. It tastes like vanilla. It's good. I really like this. Oh my god. I shouldn't have put on my teeth. Brain freeze, holy shit. At least it's not nasty. Who wants a kiss? It's actually really good. I thought it was going to be gross.